Have you ever done a DNA test?
Some people say, the enslaved were used to be sold here. I don't like to go there, but it's part of the history. We cannot delete. We form a unique religion that along 100 years, after a lot of resistance, survived. She's the first one that starts to braid her hair. Very beautiful. They are Africans, so they are black.
My sister right here.
I love you.
I love you. Mucho bunda.
Mucho bunda. I enslaved. You cook for me every day. Now I allow you to sell this food 3 hours by the street.
Oh, I've actually seen images of this guy in Africa.
And you bring back the money. When you pay me this amount, I sign a document and you're gonna be free.
Did you know the use of the term Negro or Black to identify people of darker skin tone originated during the transatlantic slave trade by the Spanish? Prior to that, people identified themselves based off of lineage or tribes. Fast forward to today, it is a term that many people of darker skin tone choose to identify themselves with, especially in North America. However, because of the Spanish caste system in Latin America, the Black term definition was blurred. The Spanish caste system was a social hierarchy system in Central and South America that was designed for the Spanish to maintain their power and dominance over other racial groups during slave time, where being rated as a black person, which was at the very bottom of the system, meant less privilege and freedom. After several years of social programming, the system made people who were considered black want to separate from the term and identify as other. Because of this, many who were defined as black or Negro would intermix according to the rules of the caste system in hopes to upgrade their family's opportunity to climb up the social ladder. In the beginning, it wasn't about abandonment, it was about survival. This is why nowadays people with dark skin tones identify themselves in so many ways in accordance to the caste system in Latin America. The term black is now a social construct that is defined by the society a person lives in. For example, here are two well-known celebrities in the US whom people consider are black. If you didn't know them and I told you they were from South America, some may consider them mixed. This showcases how the perception can change depending on the society people live in. I say all that to say this: it doesn't matter how a person looks. It's all about how they identify, provided they truly have the heritage they claim. Which brings me to Brazil, where an estimated 5 million enslaved Africans were brought to. That's more than any country in the Americas, including the US. And although many of those enslaved offsprings have intermixed, they have not forgotten about their African heritage. So join me as we take on the streets of Salvador Bahia, a city where 80% of its residents are African descent, to learn about the black side of Brazil. And hey guys, just a friendly reminder, if you enjoy this type of content, give this video a like and share this video with all your friends and family to let everyone know that your brothers and sisters are in Brazil as well. Thank you so much. Now let's get this video started. So I met my tour guide, Kali, and she doesn't know who Tupac is.
No idea. He could be here walking. I
just had to show her a picture. It's like, yo, guys, please tell her who Tupac in the comments.
There is a lot of Brazilian singers that you have no idea who is, but it's very famous here. So please.
She right about that. So where are we right now?
We are in Mercado Modelo, or the cultural market, maybe one of the biggest cultural markets in Brazil. We have more than 200 stores here. But originally this place was not a cultural market, it was the port, where in the colonial period we were used to receive products and people, Africans. So in this port here, we receive millions of Africans. 1861.
Oh, it says it right there. Wow.
Yeah, in the 19th century was the port, but in 1912 the popular market came to this building and the port moved to another place. Since then, the market started to be more cultural, and this is a place where 80% of the tourists come to visit. You have to come here, you find handicrafts, you find souvenirs, and some representations of our culture from Salvador. It's a very cool place and historical. I'm used to say there is a very strong energy. Some people say, the enslaved were used to be sold here. I don't like to go there, but it's part of the history. We cannot delete. You need to give a new view, new point of view from this, absorb the best, and share with the others. A lot of people from Salvador, they don't know
about this place.
I
think it's important to like remember the history so you can learn from the past.
Yeah.
So you can build a better future. So
most of the Africans trafficked to Brazil since in the 16th century, exactly 1500, when the Portuguese start to invade Brazil, not colonize. We don't say more colonize. We say invade Brazil. They try firstly to explore indigenous, the original people from Brazil. About 35 years later, they start to bring Africans. And this place here is one of the places that most receive Africans in Brazil. I don't know if you guys know, but Salvador is the largest city outside Africa, and was that way that this black community started to be formed. So in Brazil, the colonizers, they try to bring to Brazil about 12 million Africans. It's the largest number in the world.
Wow.
But from 12 millions, only about 5 millions that survive.
Right.
Because in this traject, Africa to Brazil, about 1 or 2 months in the ships, these people was in terrible conditions. Stuck like you say stuck? It's stuck like
so we're saying so you're telling me 7 million?
No, 7 million died.
Wow.
In the traject Africa Brazil.
Okay, how many of that 7 million jumped in the water?
Sorry?
Like how many of the 7 million probably broke free and jumped in the water?
They push these people in the water. Like you sick? I don't want you contagious the others. So now you is a food for the sharks.
Wow.
Of the ocean. And with disease, and they don't want the others to contagious. With bad air inside the ships. There is some picture you can research on Google, and you see the image of the ships, how these people was used to be organized inside like products.
Well, from my understanding, Brazil was also a place for other countries to come purchase enslaved people because of this port.
Yeah, not just this port. The 3 main ports in Brazil in that period was Pernambuco in Recife in Pernambuco state, Salvador, Bahia state, and Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro received the largest numbers in the world.
Wow.
Most of these people, Bantu, Nago, from Nigeria, Angola, Congo, also from the Oriental Africa, Sudan.
Okay, cool. Have you ever done a DNA test?
Not yet. Honestly, I think it's something that has been turning very popular, but I don't trust 100%.
Okay. So you don't know if you have any African roots?
I'm sure I have.
Okay.
But if I decide to go to Africa to visit this community, okay, I will do the test before.
Right.
But while I'm not going, Anyway, I'm connected with Africa through my culture here, the interactions that we have through events, diaspora in Salvador, there is very often that we have here. As we have a very strong influence here from Benin, Ghana, Nigeria, so especially from the West Africa. So I don't think it's generalized Afro culture here. But one thing I can tell you, Salvador is the place if you want to have Afro experience to live this diaspora, it's Salvador. You can have some experience in Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, but to live the Afro culture easier by the streets, is Salvador the place. We receive in Salvador people from many countries in Africa. Like I said, Angola, Benin, Nigeria, Senegal. So all these people here, of course, when they arrive in Salvador, most of them was,
this franchise?
Yeah, different areas. You arrive especially in the 18th, 19th century when we start with the mineral exploration in Brazil. They start to send these people to the center, to Minas Gerais, to work there. So in Salvador, people from many different communities living together. That's where the Afro culture in Salvador was formed.
Nice. I was also wondering if you guys had developed your own language. Is that something, but many people say no, or have you ever heard of that?
About what?
Having your own African dialect.
Here?
In Brazil?
No, we speak the natural language here is Portuguese. But we have some Afro communities, especially religious communities from Candomblé, that is speaking some African language, especially Yoruba.
That's what I want to know.
Especially Yoruba.
All right.
And the music, especially in the rhythm called Ijesha. Some music they sing in Yoruba, I don't understand what they're singing. But majority here, even black people, we speak Portuguese. Let's walk inside and I will show you some elements from the Afro culture, especially the orishas from the Candomblé.
I guess I'm wearing the right shirt, huh? Let's go. All right. Wow. Oh, wow, look at the floors, guys. That's nice.
Yeah, all the architecture here is from the neoclassic style from the 19th century, and we preserve the archaeological set, even having some reformings, like the last one was a few months ago. Like this store here sells a lot of things from the Candomblé, the Afro religion.
Oh, wow. The mermaid? Is that the mermaid?
Yeah. It's the famous mermaid that is originally is not a mermaid, it's Iemanjá.
All right.
One of the most famous deities, orishas from the Candomblé. This blue is Iemanjá. She's the queen of the ocean. But along the years, we had always in the whole colonial period, any kind of Afro manifestation was banned, prohibited here, including the religion. They came, but they could not practice their own religion here. This is the origin of the Candomblé. Imagine you people from different countries living together, all they follow the same rule. No, don't practice your religion. So with this different religion, we form a unique religion that along 100 years after a lot of resistance survive. And we still have attacks, prejudice with the religion. So Iemanjá originally, all the orishas from the Candomblé, they are Africans, so they are black. But look at this. This is the image of Iemanjá that is very easy to see here, but white.
Is that for the white Brazilians who want to believe?
Who wants to believe, but not accepting that the Orisha is African and is black. So, I don't know exactly when they start to produce this image, but it's something that I don't agree. I think the culture department, I don't know, they should start to take back
the cultural appropriation of.
Yeah, this is for me is cultural appropriation.
Okay. Wow. So all these guys are deities. Wow, I've actually seen images of this guy in Africa.
Obaluaê, Oxum, Oxalá. Oxalá is the king of the Orixás. Oxóssi, Ogum.
And what about here? Are these guys deities?
We have another Afro-Religion. Candomblé is Afro-Brazilian.
Okay.
Candomblé is Afro-Brazilian. But Umbanda is 100% Brazilian. And this image here is from Umbanda.
Ah, okay.
Other religion.
Oh, wow.
So here you have image of the saints from the Catholic Church.
Right.
Majority white, okay? 95% white. And there you have image of the Orixás from the Candomblé.
Wow.
Oxum, Iemanjá, one of the most popular. And it's very similar with Cuba, Afro-Religion, Cuba, Santeria. They have also Oxum, Iemanjá in the same religion but with a different name.
And these are the same names that you can find in Africa. The same.
Yes, but depend of the ethnical group. Okay, depend where specifically you go.
Okay, cool.
You know I am a boxer.
All right, ready? We wasn't recording, guys, so we'll try one more time. Okay, let's go. All right. Basically, she was telling me that a lot of these stores sell similar items, but most of them are African themed in a way. But you also mentioned something about they have cassava.
Yeah, we also sell some spices, some short alcoholic drinks made with cachaça.
Nice.
You know what is cachaça?
Tell me.
Cachaça is the alcohol extracted from the sugar cane. Originally is Brazilian. Only Brazil produces cachaça, so it's registered here. It's different from rum, okay? And normally you can drink like a shot, like a whiskey.
Right.
Or can be mixed with fruits. Caipirinha is a good example.
Right.
Let's go up and you can taste.
Nice.
So in this cultural market, we also have some bars, kiosks that sell traditional foods, appetizers. And these ladies here, they are known by make pastel with a crab.
Ooh.
And the pastel here is very famous. You wanna try?
In this market.
In this place, you
This store. Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm good. Let's go. What's up, girl? Okay, she making it. Okay. All right.
Let's go up while she's frying.
Okay. Okay.
To save time.
Okay.
And we go to taste cachaça.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So we are upstairs now, and we're gonna try some types of drinks here. Let's do it.
Here we have some spices traditional in the Afro-Cuisine from Salvador. So example, cashew nuts. You know cashew?
Yeah,
Brazilian fruit. The nuts we don't use only like a snack. We also use like a season.
Okay.
And this is also influenced by Africans. All the ingredients. Very important in Salvador. What is this?
It looks like oil, but let me see.
Palm oil.
Oh, palm oil. Nice.
Important to say that this palm oil is extracted from the fruit, not from the seed. The oil from the seed is white. It's not a good oil to eat. But the oil from the fruit is yellow. It's okay. In Salvador, we use for many dishes, and it's part of our soul. So palm oil is essential here. Peppers, also influenced by Africans. In Salvador, everywhere you sit down to eat, you have a hot sauce. If you go to the south of Brazil, São Paulo, Rio, not really. But here, it's very important. So the food in Salvador is very spicy. And what else? Cachaças. Have you tried a pure cachaça? This is the pure cachaça.
Right.
Mixed with nothing. spirit. So the different colors for the cachaças is because of the different woods that we use in the barrel to conserve it for at least 1 year. So I want to try.
Oh Lord, guys, here we go. Here we go on the cachaça. Okay, I think I tried this, but for the sake of this video, let's go. And is this your, what's the name of this one? Rio de Janeiro?
Rio de Janeiro is just the brand.
Okay.
But it's a good cachaça. Hey, too fast.
Too fast? That's my problem. That's why it's good.
This one is one of my favorites. It's cachaça with juice.
This one right here.
Cashew juice with cachaça. It's my favorite.
All right. Okay, so I'm supposed to sip it, not drink it too fast, right?
No, this one you can drink. Yeah.
Like a shot?
Yeah.
It has that berry taste to it.
So jambu is a flower from Amazonas, from the north. This flower here, you see inside? I don't know if it's called. Makes an effect in your mouth. So you hang for some seconds.
It makes what?
Different effect.
It makes it like it makes your mouth tingling. It makes your jumbo makes your mouth feel numb. Tingling. Okay. Oh, okay.
So you hang with something.
Okay. All right, guys.
I don't know if you like.
So keep in mind, guys, if you do this tour, prepare to get drunk.
No, this is part of my tour, but I keep control. After here, we have a coconut water.
Oh, okay. No, this is good, guys. This is good, the experience so far, and we just got started.
It's included in the tour, okay?
Right.
Wait. You didn't wait.
Oh, give me another one. No, I feel it. I feel like a...
You feel?
Like a tangling in my tongue.
Well, you will feel
it's like a... Is that with citrus? Wow.
This is natural.
Wow. What is that again?
Jump.
Wow.
Yep.
It really... Guys, come here and try some of this. It really... I feel like my teeth is clean now.
10 seconds in your mouth.
So if I just drank it, so imagine if I just, all right, wait 10 seconds. It's already tingling all over my mouth.
Put it in your mouth and wait 10 seconds.
Okay.
Now, okay.
Wow. I feel like that's mixed with honey and lime and wow.
Very.
I am not over exaggerating, guys. My tongue is tingling like crazy. My whole mouth is tingling.
But it's only for few minutes.
It's not a discomfort feeling. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
So people just will drink just that, or they'll mix it with...
You can make cocktails with this, or just drink the shot.
I like that. I would put that in my Long Island iced tea. I would that right there. I would put that in drinks, other drinks. It's a perfect chaser. Wow. It's still, my mouth is still tingling.
About you try this one now.
Oh my God.
Crab cachaça.
Oh Lord. Okay.
It's an aphrodisiac.
It's an aphrodisiac. By the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna taste like seafood.
Yeah, but people drink, but normally people that buy here is more for decoration.
Oh, okay.
To put in a bar.
Have you tried it? Okay.
But I had some customers in my tour that they tried and they say like, taste crab. They see like the ocean.
Right, right.
So in this building we also have two big restaurants, classics here. Maria de São Pedro and Capoeira shops. So two different restaurants, both with a view to the sea. Come here.
Okay, let's see. Hello, hello. How are you? Wow. I just love how they just embrace all the African culture. The waitresses are wearing African, indigenous style dresses. Hello, how are you? How are you? We got pictures right here. And I'm assuming they have presentations here as well. And then coming out here, this is the perfect place to enjoy lunch. One of the perfect places. Wow. The decor here is amazing. The backdrop of the city and the ocean, the coast. Really nice here. Really nice place to have lunch.
Yeah, classic place. Classic place with the panoramic view from the historic town. This is considered one of the oldest part of Salvador, maybe the oldest.
What is that over there? What do we got people?
There is a touristic nautical terminal where you can take a boat to the islands. By the way, this is the second biggest bay in the world, so it's really big. We have many islands. The founder of this restaurant, Maria de São Pedro, she was a black woman that started to sell the traditional foods in the street, and her family keep doing the same because it was more than 100 years ago.
So we're about to eat one of the most famous pastels. Is what fish in it?
Yeah. Crab. It's like I say, in Salvador, everything normally is served with hot sauce. You can see? See, we don't like artificial sauce, like industrial. We prefer to make our own sauce like this. Look, show.
Wow. I prefer it that way. You got cilantro in there, you got chopped
coriander, onion, tomato, lime, and pepper. Some people say there was the Orientals, Asiatics that start to make pastel in Brazil.
Okay.
But it's traditional in the whole country. It's a massa.
Wow.
And inside you have crab.
That's full with crab. I can see why this place is
like
famous.
Put lime.
They not slipping on
And
it.
the hot sauce. Tá ardendo muito? I was asked how hot is the sauce. So I asked her, it's too hot? She said, yeah, it's really hot.
So what this one is it? She said it's hot? She told you.
Mas eu falei.
Okay.
Mas tá gostoso.
Tá.
Nice.
Delicious. Lime is a good combination.
So this is pastel and what?
Crab.
Okay, that's all. So you come. Okay, all right.
And I put a little bit more.
That's most definitely full because I ate pastel in Manaus
Empty.
and it was empty in there. This is not.
No, this is full.
Yeah, they're not playing over here. Okay.
No.
Oh yeah. The crust is very appetizing. You could just eat the crust. It's very buttery.
O almoço hoje, hein?
You really smell the crab inside. Right.
And the
Wow.
spice.
So you said this was hot.
It's hot. But I don't know how hot you can. Maybe it's hot for me, but not for you.
Here we go, guys. Yes, it's hot. It's nice and spicy, but not inconveniently spicy. Oh, it's spicy. Oh yeah, that's spicy.
Now you feel.
But still not too overwhelming spicy.
There's Approve?
Approved, guys.
So she has also shrimp. Yeah. You choose it.
That's my spot. That's my spot, then. Okay, right here. You got this. She got shrimp. This is good.
Não vai ter carnaval até que enfim descanse.
So this neighborhood was considered like the Brazilian, the elite, Salvador elite was concentrated in this area in the colonial period. Along the years with the expansion of the city, these people start to move around and they just close the doors. So the poor people, homeless people especially, in the beginning of the 20th century, after the abolition, they start to invade many of these buildings, not having any kind of social assistance. And then the neighborhood starts to be abandoned by the government for a long time. In 1993, the government starts to take back to reforming and to invest more in the area, and that's why the area touristic, like you see now. Pelourinho is the name of the neighborhood, the historic town, and Pelourinho means the pillory, the place where the enslaved were used to be punished and killed. Why is the name of the neighborhood? Because the slaveholders, they built one pillory in one of the squares here to do this in public.
So they would punish a public punishment.
Public punishment. Aqui, amigo, tá bom. So you've not been here before?
I don't go nowhere, bro. You got some stuff right here.
I love when my customers say, it's the first time here.
Okay.
Cat, please.
Ready.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's good.
It's your first time here in Pelourinho?
Yes.
I love it when it's the first time.
Okay. Why, special? So that's special here?
It's special.
Okay.
Pelourinho is the historic town, okay? So here you have a lot of first things in Brazil,
Right.
in Salvador. You have cultural movements, organizations, museums, churches, for those like Catholic Church, like you see here. 1, 2,
Wow, yeah.
4, many churches.
All of these are churches, wow.
Catholic churches. Bars, restaurants where you can eat traditional food from Salvador. Stores, see this Afro store.
Nice. Oh, look. Beautiful shirts, guys.
Music, live music during the night, samba. This is the first university in Brazil, medical university. And it still works like a university. The Acedtvl. A lot of places to visit here. Now I want to introduce to you the classic bar. Let's go there.
All
I
right.
want to see you try the infusion.
Okay, all right, good. Let's see a couple people out here. That's all right. All right. There you
Today is not really crowded because it's Monday, but normally it's very crowded, especially during the weekends, at the end of the afternoon. Originally it was the black people that was used to meet here in the bar. So have a short conversation, drink a beer. But the bar started to be more touristic, and now you see a lot of tourists here. But you see a lot of locals.
Yeah, there's a lot of people outside.
And they produce drinks, infusions that is prepared with cachaça. The traditional is cravinho, is clove, lime, honey, and cachaça. You wanna try? Oh,
Like I said, guys, you're gonna have a good time with this store.
you cannot get drunk, okay?
Okay.
Chicken gizzard, fried fish. Aqui é peixe também. Chicken e sausage. Ele quebrou pra mim. Please, only for you. Oh, shit.
Wow. That looks like an old pint, but actually they got it rigged up from a machine. And this is like a beer or something, or it's cachaça?
No, it's cachaça. Take it slow.
Take it slow. It's like mixed with some honey in there and
Honey, lime, cachaça, and clove.
And clove, guys. Very nice. I feel like it's healthy, actually.
And each barrel here is one different taste, one flavor, connected with the big barrel there.
Wow.
So you choose the flavor and you make.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I see some wires coming from the pints.
Orange, coconut, cajá, jabuticaba, cashew, pitanga, cinnamon, many different tastes.
This is really good, guys. Nice. How much is this? 5? Wow. 5 reals? You gonna get tore up in here. You don't watch yourself. You get the 5 reals, then you get some fish, a gizzard, and you be all right here eating all this chicken and stuff put down. It's good. What you say?
Taste it.
Yeah, it tastes good. What are you eating, man? What is that?
That's cod.
Fish.
Cod.
Codfish, yeah, that's how I say it.
Yeah, codfish, but that's a mess.
You like this?
No, I do not like. I love it.
I think if you stay here long enough, you're gonna get too
Oh, what?
drunk.
Too good. Not to drink. Too good.
Good? Too good not to drink. You see? I don't be ever exaggerating.
I'm the drunk now. I'm the drunk. Again. Say again. I'm the drunk.
You see, I don't be exaggerating when it comes to the experience here. My boy right here enjoys his drink right here. Yo, there you go.
Sure.
Sure, there you go. Guys, check out the cardboard rolls, man. Last time I seen this was when I was in Puerto Rico.
All this area here was built by the Africans. Everything you see around of you was the Africans that built it. And this place is a tomb by UNESCO. It's
Oh, really?
considered,
Wow.
cultural patrimony of the humanity by UNESCO. The
Okay.
guys are playing capoeira, so it's very normal to see here performing capoeira because this is part of the cultural identity here. Capoeira, I don't know if you guys know, but capoeira for a long time it was banned here. Only in 1937 that the government allowed the practice of capoeira. Okay? Capoeira originally is indigenous, is Brazilian, but the Africans when came to Brazil, especially in the 17th century, they start to adapt the capoeira from indigenous with the dance from Angola to disguise the fight.
So this is Teo Square.
Terreiro de Jesus. Jesus. This is the main square in this neighborhood. So normally if you come to explore the area, you drop off here and after you go walking. Let me show you an important place for us black people here in Salvador.
Okay. I'm from Haiti.
Haiti!
Haiti.
I love you!
What you got going on? Let me see what's going on. Let me see the bunda. The bunda. Oh, big bunda. I like it. Mucho bunda. Nah, that's my sister right here. Huh?
I love you!
I love you. Mucho bunda.
Muito bunda! Here's another important place in Salvador. Many people don't know, especially the locals. But this is the first black civil organization in South America. The Free African Manuel Victor, after a meeting with another 18 free men in that period, 1832, he decided to organize one institution to offer support for the black people in that period,
Right.
especially to pay for the emancipation. Because before the official emancipation, the abolition, the slaveholders, they start to sell the freedom. Like, I know it's supposed to happen like a rule, so let me start to sell the freedom before they decide to be ruler and I waste money. Do you understand?
So like, how did people pay to?
They start to allow the people to work in the street for some hours a day. Okay, you are my enslaved. You cook for me every day. Now I allow you to sell this food 3 hours by the street and you bring me back the money. When you pay me this amount, I sign a document and you're gonna be free.
Oh, that was messed up. They made them work to do that. So legally, they could have just left and not paid.
Of course, they knew this was supposed to happen, the end of the slavery here. So they decided to start to sell. And this group of men, they decide to help other men to pay for the freedom, for the document, and also help sharing knowledge, like abilities, like bricklayers, carpenters, sharing this. Because okay, once that I'm free, what am I gonna do now?
Right.
What can I do? Então, this is a very important institution, SPD. They still works offering support for the black entrepreneurs, students that come to Salvador. They don't have any partnership with the government.
Wow.
They survive through donations, and all the 20 people that works here are volunteers, all day black. And the president is Lydia, one black woman.
So how do people, if people want to help, can they help?
They can access the Instagram page, SPD. SPD means Sociedade Protetora dos Desvalidos, the Society for Protect of Unprivileged People. Who was the unprivileged people in the beginning of 19? The black people. And also they were very powerful, very brave, because imagine this area here was considered like elite. Only rich people were used to live here, and they had their own business in this place.
The underprivileged, you mean, right? So
exactly, like empowered. They start with a religious character, but along the years they still preserve the religious, but it's a social organization.
Look at this right here. This big cross.
There's a lot of churches here in Salvador. We have more than 365 churches, so we say it's one for each day of the year. Catholic church, I'm not considering evangelical church. This church was built with, decorated with gold inside, so it's one of the most visited church, San Francisco, if you have a time to visit. But it's not a part of my experience because we visit the black church. This church is special.
Well, let's go. I like this place. This is nice. And it's on a Monday, so on
like I say, today is more calm. You don't see the bars crowded because it's Monday, okay?
How's this place at night?
In the weekend we have events, normally performance here, music. It's good. Que encontro! What a meeting we have here. She's the president of the Afro-Feminine Percussion, Dida. Only women that play the drums. The girls that sing with Beyonce. So it's a very famous band from this neighborhood.
Wow. So she got to meet Beyonce?
Débora Souza.
Deborah Souza, the president, she also played.
Nice.
Eu sou a negra Joe.
Negra Joe is the first woman that started to braid here in Pelourinho.
Dá meu contato para ele me seguir lá.
Sim, vou dar. She's the first woman that starts to braid her here. Very beautiful history she has, and she has her own studio.
Wow.
Who wants to make dreadlocks, braids,
Maquiagem,
makeup, everything.
a dança, a percussão.
Dance, percussion. So she's a celebrity here.
Wow, nice. It's nice to meet you.
Felipe,
Nice to
botar lá o seu arroba do Instagram. You can put the Instagram.
Okay, of course, yeah. So if somebody's coming here and they want to get an African hairstyle, they can come here and she can do something for them. All right, guys, here you go to scan this.
Não, aqui
And that's her phone number right there.
Barril, sabe?
All right. Let me see. There you go. Let me make
Não,
sure.
o Biel que eu fiz.
Man, this is like African town right here.
Look at that beautiful art.
Wow. Everything you see, it's like being in a Caribbean island, but you're actually in a country. You're in a city. Wow.
Olá, boa tarde.
How are you? How are you? Wow. This whole place is filled with African art. And look at this.
Aí são os orixás, de orixás. Casa do Olodum is the office of the percussion band Olodum. This band has about 50 years. Is considered one of the first Afro percussion band here in Brazil. And it turned more famous in the 1993 when Michael Jackson, Jimmy Cliff, Paul Simon came to make videos with this group. So every time you see this symbol, the symbol of the peace. With the Pan-Africanism colors, you know there is Olodum. It's also a symbol of the neighborhood. Michael Jackson.
Oh, Beyonce.
Don't you remember the video clip They Don't Really Care About?
Yeah, I have to watch that video again.
They have also social project. They teach youngers percussion music. So it's not just a group of music. It's also a brotherhood social project.
Did he leave a baby here?
Huh?
Did Michael Jackson leave a baby here?
Who knows?
I think this is the baby with the same glasses.
Ow! Who's that? Very similar with Havana, no? One of the members of Olodum. Percussion is part of the soul of this neighborhood. And was in this square where Michael Jackson recorded a video clip. They Don't Really Care About Us. You see the picture of him?
I can hear it.
I don't wanna see that they don't really care about us.
And so he was right there? Yeah! He was right there!
Right there.
Wow, to do it here on a slanted floor too. Is there any particular reason why he chose to do it here? Got other places could have done it. This is...
Honestly, I think he chose to do here because of this social contest in that period. Because what he sings is exactly what happened here in that period. The government was not caring about the people, the neighborhood. So they don't really care about us. If you watch the video clip, you're gonna see some poor people, and you still can see. I don't know if it was necessarily because of this, but I know that before Michael Jackson, Jim Cliff, Paul Simon, they also came to Salvador and interact with Olodum.
Do you think his being here changed this place for the positive or what?
Yeah, for sure. Not only here, but all the famous singers in the world that came to Salvador, they made Salvador, Brazil, be more, I'll say, visible. Visibility.
Visibility. Okay.
With this, the government started to say, okay, let me invest more in this area.
Did it kick a lot of black people out of the neighborhood though?
What do you mean, like expulsion?
Like after Michael Jackson was here, did that have a negative or positive impact in the community? I see a lot of more comments here. I'm thinking because Michael's here, a lot of people were able to open a business. Did they kick out any families from this neighborhood because of that or what?
No, not because of this. They made it this, but not because the visibility after Michael Jackson.
Okay.
They made it this before, was like a segregation, but it didn't have a success with this strategy because the government offered money for these people to leave, but few time later people came back to the neighborhood. Why? Because there's a lot of buildings here abandoned, historical, that the owners just abandoned because it's too expensive to fix, to reform, and then a lot of homeless people start to live in this area. So this neighborhood is commercial, but also residential.
Okay, let's go Michael Jackson. Janet Jackson.
So let me tell you now a very important place to visit in this neighborhood. That is this amazing church, Blue Church, or the black church. Why black? Because this church was built by the Africans, the enslaved, for themselves. So imagine you all the other churches. All the other churches, Catholic Church, they were imposed to be Catholic, the Africans, but not allowed to go inside, not allowed to watch the mass inside.
What? Well, so wait a minute. You got churches here that probably were built by black people.
Everything built by black people.
And they're not allowed to go inside of it.
Not really allowed to go inside.
And so...
And imposed and obligated to be Catholic.
Wow.
Like you cannot come inside, but you have to be Catholic. Okay. So then they decide to build this church by themselves with their own resources for themselves. So this is a special black church. Okay, it's considered also the Black Brotherhood, the first Black Brotherhood in Brazil. You can have a idea, they took about 100 years to finish with the construction of this church because the resource was from themselves.
Wow.
And they were allowed to build the church, to work in the construction only during the night, because during the day they were work for the slaveholders. The Black Rosary Church. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so.
Wow, this is. Oh my God! Literally, guys, look at this roof right here. This is insane.
Não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída.
Yeah, so this church, like I say, took about 100 years to finish with the construction. And you can see in the details, you can see in the walls there. They didn't have many resources like in the other churches when you see gold inside and the walls very flat. Look at the wall here, it's not flat. You see? It's not flat. They have also the blue tiles, Portuguese blue tiles. The image of Jesus is a white Jesus. Why am I explaining this? Because some people during my experience, they ask, why is a white Jesus if it's the black church? Of course, in that period, 19th century, we didn't have information, the science proving that Jesus was black. But anyway, they have the 12 pictures of Jesus as black. And in the church there you also see image of black saints.
And then they have all this writing on the floor here.
These are tombs.
Wow, these are tombs?
That's the real people were used to be buried in the church. But the black people, could not be buried in the other church, only in the black church. And they maintain the bonds here because they believe that this is an ancestral force for the black community.
Is this do service here? Or this is just a whole?
They have mass here. The mass, by the way, if you have opportunity in Salvador, coming to Salvador to watch the mass, it's very beautiful because they have percussion, Afro-Percussion during the mass, the music, the rhythm. So it's a unique mass here.
I haven't seen the other churches here, but this church is so beautiful. The way everything is put together. The roof will this astonish you once you get to see it. Who made that roof there? And then the artwork, like the tile work here, guys, the detail. I've been to plenty of churches and I haven't observed this much detail they put into it as much as this in South America.
9 years after the emancipation of the slavery.
Alright guys, Kylie had a further arrangement that she couldn't cancel. Matter of fact, I'm really appreciative that she's been able to give me these tours because I literally didn't give her any time notice. I just popped up, so she's been working around her schedule to give me this tour. But since she went to go do her thing, I was like, I'm coming back over here, alright, and get more. And so one of these actually has shrimp in it too, so let's try that. Now that I got it open, you can see it's mixed with some cream cheese in there as well. It's very tasty. What's up, guys? I'm back here in the historic district right here to check it out at night. It is a Thursday night, and I heard there might be some special drumming going on. I hear it already, but I thought I'd show you how this place look at night. Needless to say, that bar we went to earlier in the video is still packed. Yeah, way more people there now. Yeah, I guess a lot of people enjoy drinking from the air. I don't blame them. The drinks are good and they're spot on cheap. All right, so let's see what's going on there. Here's some music in the background. Let's find out. That was kind of lively over there, but I also heard there's another band here celebrating his birthday. The band we talked about that actually helped perform with Michael Jackson. Let's see if we can find that crowd, that people. We're walking down the same street. Yeah, it's a cool street right here, you know? Look at the floors, the carpet floors, and people over here at the bars is enjoying their time drinking. Ironically, I came here for their birthday. I'm always right on time, right, guys? We get to see them celebrate their birthday right now. Kali told me, just be careful of the crowd. There might be some pickpockets. Keep in mind if you come out here and pay attention.
Everybody's pushing each other. Do something again.
Guys, so I was able to walk away from the crowd. Hallelujah, man. I wanted to stay there longer, but I got just too much equipment on me. I didn't feel comfortable being there where the crowd keeps jumping up and down. I felt like that could have been used as a distraction to take something. Although I got this satchel thing, it's actually ripped me from the side. Nothing in my pockets though, but the vibe is good. The people are having a good time for the most part. The girls and guys are just jumping in the air to the rhythm of the beat. What made it more interesting for me was I kept hearing them say, way, and the crowd going crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. That way is a word that they say in Creole, Haitian Creole. So I love that. I love the fact that they were going crazy. Way. I said, hey! But yeah, I had to get out of that crowd. And 9 times out of 10, more than half of you would have got out of that crowd too. Okay? If you're coming to this thing next year, their anniversary, their birthday, come early to get a good seating so you can enjoy and perhaps leave. But I like this type of event. The vibe is good, man. And most definitely, the people are out, so I can't complain. I'm gonna hang out just a little bit longer, but I'm gonna be watching my stuff. Maybe I get me something to drink and vibe out. So we'll see. Let's go. Hopefully I can find someone that speaks who I can speak with. All right, let's do it. Yo. So I entered this random bar next to the event, and everybody's just getting a nice cold one and then finding a chair on the corner. I think that might be something to do. I'm gonna try to get me a nice cold one, see what I can get, and vibe out here. All right, let me get no, es más grande. Grande. ¿Qué tiene grande? I get that one. Everybody's drinking that. I'll drink that too. Yeah. Okay, so I end up opting in for what the locals are drinking. This is actually the 12 reales. So 250 or something like that. How much is that? $250. Not bad for a big one. Nice cold too. Did you know there's a reason why I call this series Hidden in Plain Sight? It is to honor the diaspora who society thought was erased by showcasing what happened to their history, culture, and offsprings. Now tell me, do you see what I see? I see the offsprings of our ancestors who have heard the call of the drum and have gathered to celebrate its message, which is, we will not forget our heritage. Thanks for watching this video, guys. More on the way from me in Brazil. I don't only make diaspora videos, I make other travel videos. In fact, those other videos help me afford to make these type of videos. So most definitely watch all my content. If you really want to support your boy, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Yo.
Then I hit it to the sky, changed haters on a tirade. Talking to the grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel bent from the bip. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get